Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemodium 7. In the last episode, or at least I hope it was the last episode, I believe we set up this stuff. Now, long story short, it's auto processing and a little bit of auto crafting over here. These are obviously some crafting recipes, but what these guys are doing is, this one is automated furnace processing, so it's actually hooked up over there on the furnace. This middle one, I think, realistically, it should be the macerator, just for like, I don't know. It feels a lot more comfortable having like the furnace next to the macerator, but this middle one is actually the infuser over there, and it's actually really cool because we're only touching it from this one side, and yet we're able to put in both the infusing materials and the ingredients. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with it. And we've also got this guy, our smelter, automatically outputting like everything currently. It's going pretty well, to be honest. As you might notice, some things here feel a little bit different. It feels a little bit cleaner. I went ahead and expanded out the slabs on this side just to, match it with this side. And then I also, you might remember there were like 2 blocks of dirt here with the bed on top. I broke those and placed the bed here. Here is what we're going to do, okay? I'm going to like replace the floor here so it's going to look beautiful. I'm going to try to see if we can afford to. And what I'm going to try and do is order some upgrades. I think we want to get some energy upgrades rolling, which is going to need some glass apparently. But what's the deal with our glass? Like, I mean, I guess we've got some sand chips we can use from now. Realistically, we should be getting, or at least I feel like we should be getting more sand than we are. Someone also suggested, we're jumping right into this episode, as per usual here. Someone suggested that they don't actually continue generating and gathering, sand and honeycombs and whatnot if there's honey maxed out in the system. That seems pretty fair. Like that looks to be what's happening. So we have a few options. Either we start storing the honey, which might be a good idea, but I don't know if that's even worth it. We could either pump in glass bottles, which I guess would earn from the glass that's in there, you know what I mean? Like the sand bee will generate enough sand to put glass bottles in there. Or we just void the stuff. And to be honest, I'm sort of thinking that I just want to do that just to get it out of the way and done, because that's like a really simple solution. Like if I grab, I don't know if it's called a liquid trash can or a fluid trash can. Realistically, I should just search trash can, but I'm going to try and make this guy. So if we get a bucket, we get some cobblestone and some stone, or, some deep slate or whatever, we can create a fluid trash can. There it is. So this guy, as you might be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Think of. I can't think of the word. There's a good word. One of you at home has probably thought of it, and imagine I said that word. That word, this thing. Okay, anyway, here's the plan. I'm going to place the trash can there. I'm going to break this part here. And I'm going to see if I can place... Ooh. I was really hoping you could pipe fluids out of this guy. Does it connect anywhere? No. Or at least not yet. Okay. Hold on. Hold the phone. I was really banking on that happening. Ooh, okay. Let's go at productive. So these are the bees. This is all the bee stuff. We'll go over to where like the nest are. Is there like a bee jar? Okay. Yep, sure. Feeding slab. There's like an egg, an incubator. I'm seeing if there's like a, like a liquid thing. I mean, there's a bottler, but I think that's like for the centrifuge, honey generator, a catcher. Honey. honey. Yeah, I think we're in a bit of a pickle here. I don't know if there's a way to yoink this stuff. Ooh, you know what? I was going to try and like... I was going to make things a lot harder than they had to be. And we still might do that because I've got a little bit of an idea involving a certain laser mod. Listen. Genuinely, I think we can do something pretty cool here. So if we go ahead and we just set up a laser node, right? One of these guys. We've made a few of them, so I'm not going to slow it down too much. These guys can... use fluids. That they can manipulate fluids, where fluids go, all that sort of stuff. Let's give that a shot, right? So I'm going to try and make 2 of these. Yep, we can afford 2. Beautiful. One of these is obviously going to be an insert. The other will be an extract. That should be good. Okay, so already things should go well. I'm thinking, yeah, we try this. I mean, the worst case scenario, it doesn't work. Whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to extract from the top there. It's not even showing anything. And then I was going to insert into there and see that one's shooting into there. And I was going to be like, we got the honey. That's not really working. The one last thing I'm thinking of is it possible that one of these little upgrades that we have here like changes the way that the liquids work, maybe. All right, if it exists, sadly, I don't really know what it is. So, yeah, unlucky. In the meantime, I guess we'll just have to do, you know, the glass stuff. So, yeah, I guess I'll try and figure out how I'm going to do that because I don't really know how we're going to do that. How am I going to get glass bottles automatically put in there and then automatically taken out and refreshed and all that sort of stuff? Well, I guess taking out's fine because they pop in there. So realistically, all I need to do is put glass bottles in there. Okay, so it should be nice and simple. It should be incredibly simple. I'll be back with a plan, okay? You know what? I have a pretty interesting idea. So here's my plan. I want to be able to have it so that we use an importer, right? And I blacklist it from taking out glass bottles from an ender chest, right? Because this ender chest is currently linked to the one in there, right? That one right there. If I prevent it from taking out glass bottles, and then I add another exporter to export glass bottles into it, that should solve the entire problem. I'll just chuck like a cable in, bada bing, bada boom. The problem is, currently the way we have our chest set up, we're still going through Tom's simple storage mod as like a buffer. You know what I mean? Like it's this thing in the middle it's doing its job, but realistically we shouldn't be using it. So let's go ahead and switch out of that. I think that's a good thing to do. I think we'll finally get rid of it. We'll be self-sufficient. Yeah. I mean that's pretty much it. So what do we need? Obviously need some cables. We're also going to need a few more importers, believe it or not. We need to import some stuff back into the network. Luckily, as you can see, it is incredibly easy to get this stuff, so I am incredibly happy. Realistically as well, I could add a, I'm not liking the lack of, it showing up. Oh, there we go. Okay. It was taking a little while. We're all good. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I should add the actual recipe for the importer, which we can do. Yeah, we can do that. Anyhow, so what do we need to do here? Okay, I'm gonna run over here. Whilst we're not gonna use it again, I still want to like hold the stuff. You know what I mean? I don't necessarily want to drop it all in the ocean and have it despawn because it sort of irritates me when stuff drops in the ocean. So what do we want to do here? Do we want to leave it floating and connected like that? Realistically, no, we don't. So I'm gonna grab the down one. We're gonna pick this up. Okay, we got it. I should make a jetpack too. That would make things so much easier, and for some reason we're just not doing it. But, you know, it's fine. It's fine. One thing at a time, okay? We've obviously got all of this stuff here. Where do I want the items to extract into? We could have them go into the ender chest. Like, the ender chest could be this global, thing that we use. Like, I'll show you what I mean. So if we grab the ender chest, I could slap him down, where's a good spot to do this? Realistically, this solar panel stuff, I'm going to move that out of the way, so that's fine. I might put the importer underneath, and then I might place the ender chest, like, right there. Or is that a bad idea? I don't know what to do, because, okay, okay, it's fine. I'll show you what my issue was. So we can place it there. The issue now is just that we have to run cables, like, all around it. So, first of all, let's add an importer. Boom. There we go. Nice. On this guy, I would like to have a blacklist for, as we remember, I am recording, right? Yep. For a bottle, not a battle axe, a bottle axe. Not a bottle axe, just a bottle. Bottle? Glass bottle from Shrink. Glass bottle from Minecraft. There we go. Okay. Bear with me. So this is blacklisted now, which means if we ever need to import empty bottles, I'll have to like maybe redo this entire system. But for now, it should work fine. We're also going to want to put in an exporter. Actually, no, we don't. Yeah, we don't. Oh, we will, but not right now. But we will, but not now. But we will, but not now. So let's grab an exporter. I know we have the one that's connected to the other thing. Is this? No, it's an ME export bus. We want an exporter that is almost invisible on my screen there. So we'll order that. You know what? This one, I will move it now already, just to move stuff around. I want things to be relatively clean. In fact, we can pick this. Oh, things are going to look so much cleaner. I'm going to chuck the exporter there. This guy's obviously going to get the regulator, the crafting upgrade, and then we'll put the pattern in here. So pattern, there we go. So that's telling you obviously to put in 2 patterns into this guy. There we go. Second pattern, beautiful. This stuff we can rearrange a little bit to make it a little bit nicer, I guess. well, I guess like that. So on the back of this guy, what do we want? We want an exporter as well. Do we? Yeah, we want the exporter to put glass bottles in there. Empty glass bottles. So we'll go back to this exporter that we were getting. You guys, is this going well? Hopefully it is. I do feel a little bit raspy, so hopefully that's nothing and just that I need to like clear my throat or something. Hopefully I'm not getting sick. What are we missing here? We're missing basic processor. How are we missing basic oh, because I disconnected this. Oh, that is my bad. You know what? We can actually get away with doing oh god. Oh my god, what have I done here? I've created a web. We can get rid of that. There we go. Okay. It looks a lot nicer now. This bee is still just chilling out. You know what? I can save his life with an axe. There you go, little bee. Be free. Okay, so yeah, this system's hooked up again. We're good. Remain calm. Exporter. Order this thing again. You know what? I think it's actually... Are we... I hate when things just aren't happening. Because I don't know if this is still being crafted. I don't think it is. And so that means what? Now all of a sudden I need more string? Awesome. Alright, industrial hemp fiber is still pretty much our only source of string, and I mean it works, so you can't complain too much. Oh my god, I'm pressing all the wrong things. Exporter. There we go. I should be doing this stuff off camera. You guys get the idea. I'll be back with an exporter. Oh, actually, you know what the issue is? It probably is smelted. It's just we don't have the Actually, this guy isn't even. What's going on here? Why is this guy just like bleh? Huh? Oh, he's completely just... He's out of it. Why is he out of it? Is it because I hooked this up again? Let's break that. Let's... Man, this is a mess. We didn't have everything we needed, obviously. And, yeah, I'm gonna have to manually take a lot of this stuff out. Alright, you know what? Let's fix the system now, because I think we can, right? What I'm gonna want to do is place down the laser node. And we obviously want to set, on the top of this laser node now, for it to insert all of our outputs into here, then they'll get imported into the system. So that's essentially what that buffer chest that was over here was doing, right? So we should be good. In theory, we should be good. The problem is, for some reason, certain things still aren't just showing up, and I don't know why, so I'm just going to keep ordering them until they show up. Oh, you know what as well? This might have been the problem. I completely forgot again to connect it. There we go. Maybe that did it. Do we have the stuff now? Yeah, we have the stuff. We probably have a lot of the stuff now. Alright, so this guy, if I run around the back, we can replace this cable. I lost my pickaxe. Oh yeah, I put it in here. We can replace this with the exporter, and then tell the exporter, hey, I actually do want you to put in glass bottles. So these glass bottles right here, that'll go in there. Beautiful. Arguably, I want to put in a crafting card. And I want to place a recipe in there for glass bottles. So let's go ahead and do that. Glass bottle. Obviously, we want to make it out of glass. Create that. Beautiful. I'm actually going to set it to exact mode so it only uses just normal glass. I don't want it using like quartz glass or connecting glass or any other glass we might have. I just want it to use normal glass. So we'll chuck that recipe in. That should be good. We do want to provide a crafting card. Or a crafting upgrade, sorry. So if I search upgrade, we've actually got it over here. I will want one of these, so we'll order all that stuff, and then I'll order the upgrade in the middle. Needs a processor. Needs more string. Has that stuff grown at all? A little bit. You know what, though? We can actually macerate these bits of wool, and we should get string from it. So that's a pretty cool little cheat code, I guess we can do. So I should now be able to order that. Yep, we got the string. Beautiful. Something is definitely going wrong here. I ordered another one, and it crafted like a bunch of processor bindings, but we still haven't gotten the processor. Like, like obviously I'm doing something wrong. My issue currently though is I don't know what that could be. Hold on. Is this where all of our sand has gone? Or was this here the whole time? That might have been there the whole time, but I mean that's obviously, hey, there's our sand. But what else is going wrong? Is this stuff good? It should be importing into the system. We have a bit of space, albeit not much, but we do have space, so that shouldn't be the issue currently. We're only... Oh, it's on blacklist. Yeah, no, it's meant to be blacklist. It's meant to stop importing glass into the system, so that should be fine. I don't know where my improved processors are going. Because obviously it crafts them, then it chucks them into the smelter, but I don't know, they're empty, so, man, don't know what's going on. Alright, I'll tell you what, there is something we can do to sort of see, I guess, a little bit into what's going on. There is a block called a crafting monitor. So this guy right here. We'll try and make one. Hopefully, we're gonna have to craft stuff to make it. But what this guy will do is he will tell you what you're currently crafting, as in what orders you have made, what are currently being like pursued, what's in the motion of being made. And so we'll be able to see if certain things are even in here. Like at the moment, what's happening? We're waiting on 2 raw processes, but we're waiting on like the crafting of it, which should have just happened automatically. So I'm gonna go ahead and click cancel, and that should hopefully be good. We can go back to processor, and now if I order one, what's gonna happen? Is it gonna be able to just craft it now? Maybe? We can look back in here. Oh, yep, it's currently smelting it. It's processing the raw improved into the improved. And there we go, it's made. Okay, yeah, there we go. It sort of makes finding where the issue is a little bit easier because you can sort of see what step it's up to and be like, oh, okay, it's not crafting anything. So I don't even have to look at the smelter because it's not even crafting to begin with. So yeah, nice. What did we need that for? Does anyone remember? Was it the exporter? No, was it the exporter? No, we've got an exporter. It was the crafting upgrade. So crafting upgrade needs the normal upgrade, which is actually going to need some glass. So I'm actually going to go ahead and smelt up some of this sand. There we go. Upgrade. The crafting upgrade is going to need some more quartz glass, which needs some quartz, which we don't have. That might be a problem. And we'll also need 2 crafting tables, which I can craft. Yeah, I don't think we have any like quartz laying around. Okay, well, I'll be back. All right, we've got a bit here, and I'm going to mine it all up. But I think we're going to sort of future-proof ourselves here. Because quartz is clearly something that we are pretty much lacking quite often. And finding it, like, eventually we probably will set up a quarry in this dimension, but, like, I don't know, that's a pretty steep goal. Oh, I need to stand on this thing. I don't know. It's pretty expensive to set up just to, like, try and get some quartz. And we're using it quite often, so I'll tell you what. We'll see how easy it is to do, but I want to just quickly craft some nether quartz seeds. Now, in terms of mystical agriculture, we were going to do this in the past, but the expensive part we needed were these inferium essence. Now, we've got a decent amount. We've also got the ability to fortune them, which is going to get us more than I guess we otherwise would. So I'll place all these down, and I'll go ahead and mine them, and we'll see what we get. I don't know how much we're looking at here, but fortune 5 on all of these has given me, a decent amount, a pretty decent amount. So, man, we're completely jumping away from what we were doing before, but it's fine. It's fine. Bear with me. We don't even have the storage. Can we maybe make a storage cell real quick, or a storage part? 1K storage part. We're gonna need some. I need some quartz to do it. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, storage part. Beautiful. 1K storage thingy. Oh, it needs more quartz. All right, I'll put all the quartz in. we'll craft just enough to do this, and then I'll set my thing up. But I'm gonna make a quartz seed, and that should allow us to grow quartz. And yeah, that sounds pretty cool. So what we're gonna need are tertium essences. These are going to need prudentium essence, and also one of these crystals. Prudentium is just going to be inferium, and there we go. Now the crystal itself is going to be a diamond. Some of these prosperity shards that you find from mining, and inferium essence. So we'll grab one of those. We're going to slap that in the middle. I'm going to put some of this essence around it. There we go. And then how many do I want? I think we want a decent amount. We want like 4 turns into 1, right? And we want 4 of those. So we want 16, maybe? Maybe. Oh, I might have made a little bit more than I was meant to, but it's fine. Everything should be fine. We want to do this recipe here. Okay, I'm going to have to search for the crystal myself. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that looks pretty good. Let's grab some quartz. Is that the recipe? Yeah. Okay, and then we'll also want the seeds that go in the middle there. Where are they? Some prosperity seeds. So they're obviously the shards again around some wheat. And do we have the system set up? I mean, I don't think we do. So I'll grab out these. We set this up a long time ago, but I'm not sure if we even crafted anything with it. But infusion altar, it's pretty much like carpet and gold for both of these, and a little bit of stone. So it's not too bad. And we'll also want a button, I think. I don't know if it was a button or a lever, but we'll get a button. Why not? So, where do we want to put this? Well, I'm actually going to run up there because if you remember correctly, we've actually got a farm up there, an auto farm, believe it or not. It's not hooked up to anything. It's not automated. Well, it's automated, but it's not like self-sufficient, I guess. Like if we open this up, it's got some goodies in there that from before, but it's currently not running or anything. So I'll tell you what, we'll quickly set this thing up. Is that a good spot? Yeah, this looks like a good spot. So I'll place down all the little bits. There we go. There we go. And it does a nice overlay so you can sort of find where things need to be. Right, we're going to place the button down there. All right, we can pretty much craft this thing. So the seeds go in the middle, and then I don't know if it matters, but we're just going to alternate these tertium essences and the nether quartz. There we go. Boom, 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 and nether quartz. And then we push the button, and look at that. We get a pretty decent animation. I'm quite a fan of the particles happening here. And voila, nether quartz seeds. Now, in terms of planting these, well, let's go ahead and see. Can I plant it there? Yeah. I mean, it says I can, so why not? So the final step is obviously getting this guy to run. Now, there's a few options. One is putting in a bunch of like cobble hose or something like that. The other one is just making an unbreakable one. And I know I've been putting off using it, but I think this is actually probably the most worth it thing we're going to do. But I kind of want... Oh, we actually have a single dust. I want to create an Allthemodium hoe. How difficult is that to do? Allthemodium hoe. It's going to be 2 of these plates. So that's going to be... It's going to cost us 4 ingots to make this, right? Yeah. I didn't really want to do that, to be honest. Should we just do it anyway? You know what? We'll leave it for now, but it's there, you know what I mean? We'll do that in another episode. I don't want to get too off track. I want to get back to what we were trying to do to begin with. But now at least we have quartz able to grow over there, okay? So, like, we can spend the rest of this quartz and not have to worry about it. Okay? Are we good? But maybe at the end of this episode, if it's not too long, we can go and set that stuff up running again. Okay, so... What were we doing? Glass bottles, sand. Yeah, glass bottles and sand. So, crafting upgrade. Did we end up making that? I don't know. Let's run back here. This guy doesn't have crafting upgrade, so I'm going to guess we didn't. I'm going to go back to the crafting upgrade. I believe we just needed the quartz, right? And then there we go. Crafting upgrade. Beautiful. So I'm going to chuck this in here. And now what this should mean is that it will put... oh, this is actually a bit of a problem. I do actually want to... Let's take that out for a second. This would fill the entire chest up. We don't necessarily want it to only have like 1 in there, but we definitely don't want it to fill up the entire thing. So what we can actually do here is we're going to have to get another one of those regulator upgrades that we used for like the patterns. Regulator upgrade. Oh god, more crafting of stuff that we probably can't afford. What was that? Comparator. Yep. Oh, actually, it said we could just make the comparator. Yeah, we had some extra torches. Nice. Okay. What do we need then? We're going to need a little bit more redstone, which I don't really know how. I guess it's in block form. Oh god, why are we so low on goodies? Upgrade, regulator upgrade. There we go. We'll have to sort that out soon. I'm going to chuck this in here. I'm going to tell this guy to keep 32 in there. There we go. And we'll put the crafting upgrade back in. So he should now fill up to 32, and then we're good. Beautiful. Nice. Wonderful. That's all we need. Alrighty, so the last step is actually going to be to obviously What do you have? what are your trades today, sir? Eyes of Ender, some slime. Slime's not a bad idea, to be honest. Player damage plate. Causes player damage to anything that walks on it. Sand. Okay, yeah, sure. Why not? Yeah, I think all I need to do is this, and then have this extract, and I think we're good. This should fill up completely with a full stack, and then the ender chest itself should store 32 extra. And that should be pretty good. I just want to make sure once this guy fills up, it doesn't like place them anywhere else. But I think we're good. What are you gathering? Are you going to gather spruce expansion boxes like your thing? I don't know. But I think we're good. Yeah, we should be good. I might need to get more glass made to begin with. What are you... Okay, yeah, sure, yeah. Sure, yep, of course. This stuff here, though, I am actually going to just, like, process all of this, I think. I don't necessarily see a reason not to. So that can happen. Okay, We're good then. We're good? What else were we doing? Does anyone remember? Well, I guess for starters, we can pick up all this stuff. Like, this does not need to be here. This doesn't need to be here. Neither does this. And neither does this. And is that the last bit? The last piece of this puzzle? I think it pretty much is. I think that's the last of Tom's storage that we have actually set up here. Nice. Okay. I mean, there's still this mess up in the sky. I don't really know what our plan was here. But I'm just gonna pick it up. It'll make a mess, but that's fine. Okay, so what's next? To be honest, probably cleaning up the base a little bit. And by that, I mean, I do actually want to do that floor. Now, I mentioned in the last episode, potentially making a Paxel. And to be honest, why not? Let's try and make one. So obviously I want to make it out of silent gear, since I believe that's pretty much the only way to really go about doing it. As far as I'm aware, like, we search Paxel, you can like craft a mechanism Paxel apparently, which, I mean, it's probably pretty cool. And to be honest, the diamond one, not a bad choice. In fact, arguably it's what we should do. But we could also do a silent gear one. And now the benefit of making a silent gear one would mean in the future we could upgrade it into Allthemodium, or like one of those resources once they get added to silent gear, assuming they do. Yeah. I don't know. The problem with silent gear though is that, like, if we have a look at the diamonds, maybe they can be used. I sort of thought that you couldn't use them as an actual material, but maybe you can. Oh, you can. Okay. Well, I mean, I feel like I'm just gonna do this then, right? Yeah, why not? Let's just make a Paxel head. Now, how do I turn this into an actual Paxel? I need a tool rod. Okay, so if I search tool rod, to be honest, I think I can just combine it with a stick. Now, you might scream at me for doing this, but I mean, it doesn't seem too bad of an idea. What does this have? Gear sometimes takes extra damage. That's not good. Tools gain a large harvest speed boost when in light, and also the gear occasionally takes less damage. Okay. Sure. Yeah, who cares? Right. Okay, so what's the difference between my Paxel and my pickaxe? Well, my Paxel doubles... Oh. I was gonna say it doubles as a shovel, but that is the slowest I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so it axes really fast. What is that? Why is that so slow? What? Whoa. What's going on here? Am I crazy? Paxel. Pickaxe, and then the L at the end is for shovel. Maybe diamond's just not good for a shovel, maybe? Maybe? Alright, well, to be honest, that's pretty useless. To be completely honest with you. Alright, I guess we'll make a shovel. That's really very, very confused by that. Okay, well, in that case, I mean, yeah, I'll just make a shovel. Just a normal shovel. Like, yeah, like that's the sort of speed I was sort of thinking would happen. I'm also just gonna take care of these. Alright, I've done a little bit. So, as you can see, I've placed in a nice stone brick floor for us. I've put in a little bit of a staircase here, so, you know, we've got a way up and down, so that's nice. I've also put a little bit back here so that we can sort of walk around. It's still not the best, like we could still fall, and that's obviously still messy. But it's progress. In the future, I do think I want to bring that like spruce plank all the way around us again, so that like this side isn't so I don't know, disgusting to like fall in and get out of. And then also maybe even bring it around this side as well. Pretty much just like skirt this entire island with the spruce planks there, because I think it's pretty cool. These are still there because I don't really know if I can move the warp plate reliably. Like, I don't know where it moves in relation to the other one. Like, I don't know if I have to run back and like reset them. But yeah, nice. I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think it's nice and nice. Yeah. I don't really know what else to tell you. So there was probably something else that I was planning to do this episode that I probably even mentioned during this episode. To be honest, forgotten what it was completely, which means I now need to figure out what to do for the rest of this. I don't want the episode to be too long because, you know, I don't try to make them too long, but they usually end up being too long. Let me figure out what I'm doing at the end here. It might be the Allthemodium stuff that I wanted to do. Oh, you know what? Oh, I remember the very start of the episode, I wanted to do the upgrades, and the issue was we needed a bunch of glass for them, so that's why I was doing all the sand stuff. Okay, and now we need redstone. Okay, we're good though, because like, in terms of redstone, in this other dimension, we have so many. We are redstone kings. This is a 2 times compressed block. I can turn this into 9 of these, and I can turn these into like an incomprehensible amount of redstone. So yeah, awesome. What I might do as well while I'm here is create the actual recipe for redstone coming out of blocks. Because then what I can do is I can obviously put the recipe in there, and I can just store these blocks of redstone, so it takes up a lot less storage in terms of in there. But when I want to craft with them, it should be pretty good. So if we go back to energy real quick, I should be able to order 10, and it's going to craft the redstone it needs. Everything's going to be beautiful. Everything's going to be perfect. Sounds good to me. All right, so if we have a look at the recipe here and the part we're stuck at, we're actually currently stuck at the dust part. So it's currently scheduled to grind up 8 dust. And to be honest, I don't particularly know what the holdup is. Okay, so it's also crafting the infused stuff. It might not even be crafting the gold yet. Oh, no, it is. Okay, yeah, nice. I mean, as long as everything's working, I'm happy. Like, look over here. This thing's working as well, completely automated. I don't have to touch it. Very happy about that. This guy over here, constantly having power issues, so I cannot wait to slap in some energy upgrades into that guy. Yo, this is good. Manually crafting all these recipes is just a nightmare. So setting up the auto crafting it's a must-have. Like at a certain point, you just have to do it. It's not worth it any other way. Although I'm a little bit confused here at the fact that like we don't appear to be getting it. Oh, we're full again. Okay, I see. I see. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It's a little bit messy, but it's not the end of the world. All right, we've got another one. I do have to be careful because we're making a lot of 1Ks where, like, if I had have just combined 3 of these, we would have had a 4K drive. It's like, but the problem is because there's stuff in it, I don't think I can combine them until they're empty. So it's like, you get stuck in a bit of a pickle here. But we're fine for now. This stuff's all working. We should actually already have our energy upgrades, so that's pretty good. Yep, all 10 of them. Beautiful. Now, they are in stacks of 8, so you do need a bit of inventory space to mess around with these. But for starters, what do we want to do here? Which guy's using the most? We did slap speed upgrades in one of these. I think we put them in the crusher, but to be honest, 60 RF? This guy's using 80 already, and this guy was using what? I mean, he barely runs, so I guess it doesn't matter too much. Okay, I'm going to chuck in a stack of them. This guy now uses 8 forge energy per tick. Pretty good. Pretty good. I'm going to chuck more into the crusher so that he's using even less. And I'm just going to order more. We're just going to order more and more and more. Then we're going to get speed upgrades and other speed upgrades. And we're going to get everything. We're currently low on iron, but I am processing a bunch at the moment. But as you can see, we're still a little bit short. Also, do you want to see something else that's a little bit weird? I noticed we were stacking up on cobbled deep slate again. Like if I change this to compact only uncraftable, and I go ahead and turn this guy back on. Oh no, of course it's doing it now on camera. But it wasn't actually like compressing the cobbled deep slate for whatever reason. And then I toggled this and it was compressing the cobbled deep slate into cobblestone. It was a very weird thing. I have not updated the pack since I had that issue, but it's also the issue is gone. So I don't know. So there's a little bit of weird stuff that happens in relation to this stuff. I will say. Another thing I've noticed is you get a lot of deep slate and not a lot of ores. And what I mean by that is if you look down here, in fact, if I press, I think F3 and F, we can actually increase the render distance like that. If you look down at the wall, there is so much just deep slate. Now, I guess there's like a lot of stone as well, but I don't know. I feel like there's also a lot of ores that you find in all that stone. Like realistically, if I were to configure this quarry a little bit better, I would not be mining all the stuff down there. Now, the sad thing about doing that would mean I do think that maybe you don't miss the Allthemodium, but yeah, I don't know. There's not a lot below that 64, or I guess that Y0 level worth really mining. All of it's like in this area is a bit of like a prime. So yeah, it could be configured better, but I mean, it's fine. It does get stuff. It just probably wastes a bit of power doing it. All right, I've been putting some upgrades in here. And there actually is something else that I completely remembered. I mean, I forgot it, but I remember it now. In terms of what we can do, it's pretty cool. There is a thing called the Machine Infuser. It is from RF Tools Base, so that's the mod that adds. I mean, it pretty much adds stuff like the dimensional cell. You've got like a cold generator over there that was pretty good, and also the builder. Now this thing, this Machine Infuser. It says, with this machine, you can improve most other machines in RF Tools in various ways. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try and get this guy. So we're going to need more dimensional shards. We're also going to need a machine frame, which is going to be a little bit of blue dye, and some like nuggets and iron. Pretty simple recipe. Now the dimensional shards, the main reason I want to try this out is because, for one, I've never actually used him before, I don't think. And for two, we have a lot of dimensional shards, as you can potentially see here. I just also realized you can actually hold, what do you call it? Shift left click. Like, look at this. That's pretty cool. So we'll run back. I think we've got all we want. I'm pretty sure we've already got diamonds here. We don't need to bring any with us. And here we go. Machine Infuser. It's going to cost 2 diamonds, so you can't do it too early on. And obviously, you need some dimensional shards. So, how do we do this? I'm going to slap this guy here. He's going to charge up with power. And then, allegedly, I put in dimensional shards and then a machine. So actually, maybe I want to bring this guy with me back into the mining dimension and try him out on the builder. Now, I don't know if it works on the builder. I'll be honest. I do not know if it works on the builder, but if it does, it'd be really cool. So I'm going to take this out. I'm going to pick up the builder. We're going to place our machine fuser here. I'm going to place the builder in there. And you can actually see it does have an infused spot. And the infusing bonus is going to be reduced power consumption and increased speed. That sounds insane to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a stack in here. Now, it does use power. I'm not sure how much it's currently using. And it looks like it's infusing... Well, I don't know. I put a stack in, so we'll see how much a stack does. It looks like it's maybe going to be like 25% if we're lucky. So that'll just be 4 stacks to do the whole thing, which, I mean, sounds pretty cool. Is it going to be exactly... It's exactly 25%. I mean, I've got plenty of dimensional shards from this dimension to do this. So we're going to keep upgrading this guy. We might as well go the whole way, because I have not ran this guy for, like, a crazy amount of time. You know what I mean? Like, he genuinely gets a lot of ores pretty quickly. So getting this much dimensional shards, believe it or not, I don't think it's that difficult, because, I mean... Like, I've barely kept up in this guy. Like, every so often I come over here and, like, turn him back on because, I don't know, we have excess power. But then I pretty much turn him back off because then none of our machines are running. So, yeah, and I don't leave the game running too often, like, off-camera sort of stuff. So I'll keep chucking this stuff in. Yeah, I'm interested. I've never used this before. I'm going to feel so dumb if it's, like, incredibly efficient. Because I don't know what it's going to do. But, like... If it's worth even being in the game, it surely does a pretty decent amount, you would think. You know what I mean? Like, if it's worth them, putting it in the game, surely it's got a purpose, right? We'll see. We'll see. It's almost done. It's not taking too long. I believe as well, this machine infuser itself can be infused, but you'd obviously need another infuser to infuse it. But yeah, so this guy's at 97, 98, 99, and 100% infused. Just to double check. No, we can't overclock it to like 150 or something. Here we go. So I'm going to slap him down. I'm going to open him up. Does it say how much he uses? I can't see anywhere that it says. Did it say when I was holding it? Potentially. I'll pick him back up. Hold shift. No, it doesn't appear to say. Okay, we'll slap him back down. On to activate. I'm going to put the dimensional card back in. I'm hoping everything still is in the same spot. In fact, I guess I can preview. Yeah, I mean, that looks to be the same spot that it was meant to be mining. Yeah, sure. So we'll disable that. There we go. Are we ready? Let's have a look. So, allegedly, it's going to be faster and more efficient. So I'm going to slap it on. It's draining, I think, a lot slower than normal. That is definitely going a lot faster than it used to. I think, maybe. How much is it using here? it's going so fast that it's hard to tell. If we wanted to, I'll tell you what, because I am curious. Oh, actually, yeah, let's break this. And I'm gonna come back with a pipe, just so that we can see like exactly how much RF it gets before it works. You know what I mean? Because previously I believe it was doing 2,000 RF a tick, maybe 4,000. I don't remember which one it was, but it was a decent amount. So we'll see what it's doing now. So energy pipe, we'll grab this. And yeah, we'll just use that. So it's obviously going to be slower, but we actually want it to be slower at the moment, just to make sure that we're able to see how much power it needs to tick over. So we'll place that there. I'll place this here. So this guy's currently extracting. Well, I don't know how much he's extracting. Is it working? I don't. Do I need a all sides output? It still looks like it makes it to 4,000, doesn't it? And like right as it hits 4,000, it ticks. So I don't particularly know if it's working. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. Okay. We'll just put this back. You know, it's infused. Now actually hold on. This cell can be infused. This will reduce the long distance power extraction cost and increase the RF per tick output, which isn't necessarily needed, but I mean we've got so many shards, why wouldn't we? So I'm going to do it. And we should maybe be able to see what happens to the energy amount here, I would imagine. Like, as it infuses, is that tooltip going to update? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it has to be, like, fully... I don't really know. I don't know what to think here. I really don't know what to feel. Oh, you know what? I've just realized that it needs the power to power itself. So I've actually got to slap this guy back down just to... just to power this guy again. Can we see any difference? Oh, yeah, it looks like the cost for being long distance has changed, and you can obviously see the RF per tick has almost gone up another 1,000. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. I think he's good to go again. We'll slap him back in. Oh, you know what? I was seeing if that tooltip would update, but that's the max. I don't know what I was thinking, and obviously the max doesn't change. But anyhow, this guy is now finished. Beautiful. And it's actually good to infuse this guy because he was taking a bit of a tax from being long distance. So like. Now he does, oh, look at that, 7,500 RF per tick. So he's gone up like 50%, I think. And, oh, the output rate is now 0.9%. I think it was like 2.2 before. And that's a percentage of power, like all power that we output that is lost, just completely lost due to the distance that we're transferring this power. So, I mean, that's pretty cool. This guy, though, I don't know how to feel about him. Like, I don't know if he actually is more power efficient or not. But anyhow, pretty cool. I've never tried that out, so I'm pretty happy with how this is going. Yeah, we can sort of look in the top left. It maybe like I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know how to feel about it. We can run over here and see what it's done, I guess, and we can, I guess, compare the speed to I was looking at this in another episode, so maybe we'll remember what that looked like. I don't know. I don't know if it's any faster. I would imagine it would be faster if it was more energy efficient, right? Like that's the sort of basis I'm going off. Also, we are out of edible berries. I guess I'll have to drink my alderwood bucket. Oh wait, no, it's already empty. Okay, well, I guess we'll walk back. I'm pretty happy at this point with the episode though, so I might wrap it up. If anything, I will maybe even infuse that coal generator just to see what it does. Because I mean that sounds pretty cool, right? I don't think we have any other. Oh, I don't like that. Oh yeah, I got to turn that quarry off. But yeah, so this guy here, he was doing 60 RF per tick. This coal generator, which is pretty cool. And if we infuse it, more power generation and last longer on a single fuel. I mean that sounds pretty good. So I want to do it, and we're gonna do it. I'll bring it back to the base. Alright, so I've only got enough to completely infuse this one more coal generator, so we'll see what that does. Also, this guy in theory should update his tooltip, because it is the producing quality that is increasing. Yeah, more power generation and last longer. But it doesn't appear to be doing that, so yeah, I don't know how we would check that, apart from just like placing it down and using it. So we'll have to check it later. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make some honey cookies. Yeah, I'm going to... Oh, I've got... what does this do? Flour. Is this worth doing? I'm annoyed that the honey bottle doesn't like infinitely just stay in the inventory. You know what I mean? And like replenish itself. It makes crafting things very, very annoying. Oh, you can do stacks of 16. Well, that makes it a little bit easier. Okay, there we go. Nice. We got some cookies. Eat away. Eat all the honey cookies in the world. Okay, this coal generator is now 100% infused. I'm going to grab out my single charcoal and we're going to see what this guy makes. So for starters, we'll slap him down here. Completely empty. I'm going to chuck in the charcoal. He looks like... Oh, he's producing. Look at that. 120 RF per tick. And we'll see exactly what this single piece of charcoal can do. I think the record before was like 32,000 or 36,000. So if it beats that, I think maybe even like 40-something thousand. So already we're doing better in terms of coal efficiency. How far do we think it's going to go? Is it going to go double what it was before? I'm thinking it will. I mean, it did double the producing. So it might do double the storage as well. This is going pretty high. Will it go to 120? Are we thinking? Place your bets. Place your bets in the comments. Place your bets. Money, money, money. Hey, that's pretty good. A single charcoal generates 108,000 RF. That's pretty good. Is that not pretty good? I think that... I'm pretty sure that's pretty good. So although 120 RF per tick, you know, it's not better than the wind generators, and I guess we need to put coal in it instead of nothing. It's still pretty good. Like for a coal generator, that's pretty good. So I mean, I don't know. I guess I'll slap him back down here and we'll hook that up. But yeah, there's nothing too crazy. Oh, we're completely full. You know what as well? I almost need some wireless redstone hooked up. We might do that in another episode. Wireless redstone to turn my quarry on and off, because like right now we're full. You know what I mean? So like surely I can run my quarry for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like just run it for a little bit, without, you know, completely turning my entire system off. In fact, can we? If I just give it an energy pipe, is that enough to be self-sufficient? Like if I do this. Is limiting the amount of RF. Could I then keep this guy on 24/7? What are we looking at? I think so. I mean, he's on at the moment, right? Is he on to activate? Not enough power. Is he doing anything though? Are we getting a single ore in here at all? Oh no, I've got to set this guy to output. So now he's outputting. He's still draining. Really? We don't generate an extra 256 FE per tick. We just don't. You're telling me we don't? There's no shot. That is insane to me. Okay, well, I mean, we'll leave him off for now. But yeah, you guys get the idea. a little bit more power gen and I think we'd be in business. To be fair, it's nighttime. Anyway. I think that's it for this episode. We did a decent amount. We've cleaned up the base a bit. I'm quite happy with at least the progress we've made. It's once again, it's still like this stuff shouldn't be here, but I don't really have anywhere else to put it. This our little wall of machines. It's coming along nicely, I think. We hooked up the sand and whatnot, so now sand, if we keep an eye on it, should be good. Like we should just get more of it, because if we run down here, there should be a bunch of like honey and stuff in here. Or well, actually, there should be nothing, but there should be bottles. Yeah. Oh, beautiful. Okay. If anything, we want to take out the zombie because we don't really need any rotten flesh, believe it or not. So that's something we should do. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. This guy's probably going to stay there for the rest of the episode, or for the rest of the series, I mean. So get used to him. He'll be chilling there. Yeah. I mean, we infused some stuff. That was fun. We put in some upgrades in here. I mean, most of that stuff happened off camera, I guess, for the most part. Like, I think I even slapped a few in there. But yeah, I mean, there'll just be more of that happening, probably like on camera, off camera, because like, I don't know. So sometimes things just take so long to make, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you know what? When did I make those? I don't know when we made those, but I'm happy we've got them. I'm going to get 8 of you. I might actually see, can we get, I've already got some energy upgrades. It's Christmas. Okay, so what do we want to do now? The enrichment chamber is pretty full, so I'm going to chuck in speed and energy. There we go. Not enough energy to operate. Huh. Didn't I just put a bunch of energy upgrades in there? Or is this speed? So much speed that it's like, it's just irresponsible. I think it is. Alright, well anyway, we're getting there. I think we need a lot more energy upgrades. We need to like max out all the energy before we even like try to put in more speed upgrades, because they start chugging. They definitely start chugging. And I don't even think we can put in max speed upgrades because it draws so much power, like an insane amount of power. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I don't know if you did too much learning this episode. Maybe the infusing stuff, because I definitely learned how that worked. But yeah. Nice and quick one, hopefully. I say nice and quick, it was probably still an hour long. Thank you to everyone who supported me financially, from watching the ads in the videos to being a donator or a channel member or a super thanker. Thank you guys for supporting us, however that may be. And yeah, hopefully I will see you guys in the next one, where, I don't know what we'll do. We'll do something. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, goodbye.